Hey everyone, welcome back to the Learn Psychology series. Today, we're diving into therapeutic approaches, starting with cognitive therapy. Now, the importance of this content lies in understanding how cognitive therapies target irrational thoughts and beliefs as the root cause of psychological distress. Albert Ellis, the founder of Rational Emotive Therapy, RET, developed a model that highlights the link between our beliefs and our emotional consequences. So let's get started. Cognitive therapy. Albert Ellis and RET. Albert Ellis formulated the Rational Emotive Therapy, RET. Cognitive therapies locate the cause of psychological distress in irrational thoughts and beliefs. The core idea behind RET is that irrational beliefs act as a filter between the antecedent events and their consequences. The first step in RET is what's called ABC analysis, where A stands for the antecedent, the event, B for the belief, and C for the consequence. The therapist identifies these antecedents that cause the distress and then interviews the client to unearth the irrational beliefs distorting their perception. Distorted perceptions and irrational beliefs. These irrational beliefs are often characterized by thoughts with musts and shoulds, like, I must be loved by everyone, or human misery is caused by external events. These distortions create a false narrative about reality and lead to negative emotions and behaviors. The aim of the therapy is to help the client question and refute these irrational beliefs, which are often unsupported by empirical evidence. The non-directive approach. In RET, the therapist uses a non-directive questioning method to gently help the client dig deeper into their assumptions. For instance, the therapist might ask, "Why should everyone love you?" Or, "What does it mean to succeed?" These questions prompt the client to reflect on their irrational beliefs and, over time, help them develop a more rational belief system. Beck and cognitive therapy. Now, moving on to Beck, who is another major figure in cognitive therapy. Beck's theory is centered on core schemas or systems formed during childhood, shaped by experiences with family and society. For example, a child neglected by their parents might develop the core schema of, I am not wanted, which later leads to negative automatic thoughts like, nobody loves me, or, I am a failure. Cognitive distortions. These negative thoughts persist and create what are known as cognitive distortions, which are dysfunctional thinking patterns that distort reality. For example, someone might overgeneralize from a single negative event, thinking, I'll always fail. Cognitive restructuring. The goal of cognitive therapy is to help clients restructure these cognitive distortions through gentle questioning. The therapist helps the client see the flaws in their thinking and challenge these irrational thoughts, eventually leading to a reduction in feelings of anxiety and depression. Treatment and duration. Just like in behavior therapy, cognitive therapy focuses on solving specific problems. It's an open and short-term therapy, usually lasting around 10 to 20 sessions, where the therapist shares their methods with the client. Cognitive behavioral techniques. Stress Inoculation Training. Now let's talk about cognitive behavioral techniques, specifically stress inoculation training developed by Meichenbaum. This approach aims to arm people against stress by replacing negative, irrational thoughts with positive, rational ones. It follows 3 phases. 1. Assessment. Understanding the problem from the client's perspective. 2. Stress reduction techniques. Teaching methods like relaxation and self-instruction. 3. Application and follow-through. Implementing these techniques in real-life situations. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, the most popular approach. Finally, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is currently the most popular therapy. Research shows it's highly effective for treating a range of disorders such as anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and even borderline personality disorder. CBT uses a biopsychosocial approach, combining cognitive and behavioral techniques to address the biological, psychological, and social factors influencing mental health. A comprehensive technique. CBT is comprehensive because it targets the biological aspects of distress through relaxation techniques, the psychological aspects through cognitive and behavioral methods, and the social aspects through environmental modifications. Its proven efficacy makes it versatile and highly applicable. That wraps up our discussion on cognitive therapy approaches. In the next video, we'll dive into the humanistic approach. Hope you understood today's topic, and see you in the next one.